So you may have heard the teaching in spirituality to concentrate on the now. This has become especially popular through The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. When I'm talking to people about this concept, I often get the feeling that they fundamentally miss a key point about this teaching and how it can actually lead to the insight of nothingness, to the essence nature, you could say, of where this consciousness is without content, where it is just itself unmanifested. And that is the case in the now, every moment, the timeless now. That is the case. It has no qualities. This is nothingness. But when you hear something like this and you hear the recommendation to just focus on the now, focus on the breath, let go of the thoughts, that is only the first step. And the key to the power of now, to understand it and to really get from this technique the full realization of the absolute, is to see this as still as far away from the goal as if you were caught up in thought. If you have been able in meditation to focus on the breath, for example, and you are able to let go of thought, and no thought that arises is like pulling you into its story, that is still completely within time. It is not the now. You have to take the next step and see and really inquire, how is this breathing without any substance? And the way you do that is by discerning even further parts of the process of breathing. And you want to see how your mind is constantly creating your breathing. It is not something that is in the now. Even the short period of time of breathing in and breathing out, that is conceptualized by your mind. And when you focus on the breath, just on the level of concept, you are still completely within time, and you will never realize nothingness. You will, and it is possible to stay stuck there for a very long time. It might be peaceful, it might be relaxing, it might be better than being caught up in unnecessary thinking. And it may even do something psychologically on the level of the brain, of the mind. I'm not doubting that. It is helpful, but it will not give you the realization of the absolute, of no content within consciousness, of pure consciousness. For that, we really have to see that the breathing, the idea of our in-breath followed by the out-breath, and this repeating cycle, that is happening within time. It is not in the now. When we have that concept and that feeling of, okay, right now I'm breathing in, and that will be followed by the breathing out, and then another breath will come. And when you are on that level, that's in the conceptual sphere. Transcend that. That is the key to unlock the power of now. Really look for, okay, what is there really in the now if I let go of my idea of breathing every millisecond? Like, you say, okay, the breathing in, that is longer than the actual now. What is there actually in the now? And it's kind of a subtle process where you have to force yourself to forget the rest, or what just happened, the rest of the breath and what will follow. You will have to kind of do that actively, and at the same time, you cannot completely do that mentally all the way. So you have to at one point relax into it even more. Relax into the letting go of even of the breathing. And at times it will feel like you will stop breathing, and you can realize that everything around the breath is just conceptual. In the very moment, there is not even the breath. There is not even the the mental ability to conceptualize something as simple as the breath. That is only possible when you engage your mental ability to conceptualize within time. This cannot happen at an instance right now. The now is completely without any content. That's what you can realize. It is, as soon as you get into the conceptualization of what is happening right now, that is where what is happening right now is created, actually. It might seem counterintuitive because you say, okay, I'm just here right now and all of this is really here. This content of consciousness is there. And that is only true because your mind is conceptualizing all of this kind of before you become aware of it, instantly. It's like as instantly as you are able to understand what I'm saying. You don't have to make sense of the sound that is coming from my mouth after it has happened. No, it seems to be there. The meaning seems to be instantaneously there with the sound that you hear, with the words that you are perceiving. And so your actual perception, your conscious experience is happening in the past. Is happening when your mind has created the gap, the time. The sense of, oh, this is happening right now is actually a stream of time after the fact. And in meditation, when you want to dissect the breath and really dive deep into what it is that is here right now, you have to let go of all of that. Really, what is there between the breath, between the little tiny sensations of the in-breath? What is between those? When you just perceive the perception, maybe a tingling, maybe a sense of, oh, my stomach is rising, the start of a breath, I let go of that already. Because that just happened already. That's what I have conceptualized about the breathing. What is there right now? I relax into that. That is the power of now. Not staying with your concept of the breath, of one complete in-breath followed by an out-breath. That is still completely within conceptualization. Very different from the actual contentless consciousness that is at the razor's edge of this moment, which is also timeless. When you access that and you were able to let go of your conceptualization of time, you realize this is where time is happening. This is where time is a part of, inside of it, kind of. It comes out of that. It's not somewhere else or greater. Time isn't greater than this moment. This moment is, this conceptualization is within that moment. The moment is bigger than everything, even though it doesn't seem that way. So that is my short little tip for you if you have been contemplating, meditating, if you have maybe read The Power of Now and you have asked yourself, okay, why doesn't this seem to yield any real insight into the nature of consciousness, then this may be the crucial point that you are missing. And I hope you try it out. I've pointed this out in other ways before, but it's easily missed. And something that I find is, for an advanced meditator, really important to know and to look out for in meditation, not to be stuck in conceptualization about your meditation object, but to actually see what that object is for itself without you making any thought about it. So hope that is helpful. Thank you for watching and see you soon.